Well, hello, folks. We're back at the river again. We're in, I don't know, May 16, 17, something like that. Uh, I'm down here for a short week. And yeah, we'll show you what I'm going to try and do with respect to the joists of the second floor that are going to come out. That's the next task. Here we go. All right, so the goal the rest of today and tomorrow and part of the next day is to remove these sets of joists and these two beams. So I had one comment from last week's video about a very wise comment about the fact that I've been removing roof and joists and removing any stability for the exterior walls. And I wanted to give a quick review of the state of the exterior walls, starting with the part that's already complete, which is everything from this beam, this W1058 beam here, 24 feet long, everything from there to the river, structure-wise, including the second floor joists, is complete. There's no sheathing on those second floor joists, but the exterior wall here is complete. That is a shear wall. So this, and then there's sheathing on the exterior wall here, and there's sheathing on about 12 feet of the wall going in the direction of river to street. So we have significant shear protection from this beam to the riverside, which is about 8 feet. From the beam all the way across to this last joist, there is no connection, except for a few of these rafters here. There is no connection between the exterior wall and this interior wall. And there's no connection between that exterior wall and these joists. So these joists are loose. The thing that's keeping these two beams above me from toppling down is the fact that they're joined right here. And that is really about it. So in terms of the roof, the temporary roof, it is supported vertically in compression. And then I have some diagonals that are giving it a little bit of a shear strength this way. The temporary roof above the part that's complete, above this beam and to the river, that is fixed to permanent exterior wall. So it is structurally secure. And then any parts of the temporary roof that are in the neighborhood of exterior walls are not actually attached to the exterior walls, except temporarily, or they bear on the ground. So that is so that I can easily remove the exterior walls and not have to disturb the temporary roof above. Yeah, so that's the state of the structure at the moment. One thing I did think of doing, I think will be wise, is to make a diagonal. I'm going to remove these little parts, these vertical parts here, except this one post that's holding up the beam. I'm going to attach a diagonal from this beam up to one of the joists to give it some torsional stability so that I can, well, not torsional, racking stability, so that I can remove all these joists here and this right-hand beam, and then let these joists come down slowly. And then I can dismantle this whole structure closer to the ground, and it'll be a lot easier than being on a ladder. And then I could raise those joists a little bit, lower the beam, and then lower those joists as well in the same manner, and do that without too much trouble. So we'll see how it goes. Good times. All right, so we got this post is down. The beam is actually sitting over there, sticking out of the house. I used these 3-inch PVC junctions to roll it on, like the Egyptians did. This beam here is still being supported by this post, and I've got a diagonal there. So I'm going to start lowering with the chain hoist this whole central joist system here. And I got all the wires out, so there's no wires are going to get yanked or pulled or sparking. Anyway, we'll see how it goes here. Okay, I think I'm going to screw down some of these points just to keep them from coming at me, because that would be bad if this whole thing just kind of tilted at me. Let's try again. Try it again. All right, so this is why this has been interesting. So these guys, these nails that toenailed so this is a double, they call it a double band board, I guess, going across. And they nailed these two band boards together with these big spikes, and then they clinched them over. So they're like 4-inch nails. They drove them through 3 inches and then clinched over the other inch. So of course they're not going to want to come apart. So my idea was that all the ends, all the toenails that are holding these 2x8s to this band joist, band board, would come out under its own weight. But as you can see, it's even splitting the 2x8. The 2x8 separated over on the other end here, as you can see there. So they separated. You can see the bent over nail somewhere right in here. There's a bent over nail that's sticking up. But these toenail nails, man, they do not want to let go. People are all dissing nails, but nails are a hell of a good fastener. And as demonstrated by this, there's only 2 on each side, toenails in each 2x8 going into these things. And that thing did not want to come apart. It would rather pull bent over nails to separate the 2x8s than it would to separate the ends of the joists from this one board. I think that's pretty incredible. So anyway, I'm not concerned about breaking this 2x8. What I wanted to do is just get this down closer to the ground so that I can not be on a ladder with my head up, reaching over my head, taking nails out, which is how I had to do the part behind me. So anyway, I finally got it down. It's down where I like it. I'm safe. I didn't feel unsafe necessarily. It's just a matter of, I know this hoist could hold the weight, even using the temporary roof there. It held the weight great. But I just didn't want stuff sliding towards me. So that's why I put some extra screws in the ends of those joists into that exterior wall. To Now, yes, that wall was flopping around while I was beating on this thing, but uh, there's a lot of structure around here. It might not be perfectly diagonally braced, but uh, it's pretty strong, even though it's held together with screws. So anyway, that's where we're at with this. All right, folks, got the other set of joists down, and that was non-trivial. There were some things I would do differently, but all in all, it came down apart. I'm able to harvest all the joists. The joists are intact. If I cut off like 5 or 6 inches from the ends. The reason I can't use these joists directly is that, they had that angle cut for the slope of the roof. And of course, the new joists aren't going to have that. I haven't bothered to ask the inspector if I could sister something up or if they even cared. If there's I'm sure they'd care somehow, but I would have had to cut them a little shorter anyway so that I could put a rim joist on there, or a band board, whatever you call it. But either way, it's down. We are at minimum potential right now. I've also braced up the roof where I need to. I was actually able to support the that whole joist assembly on the chain hoist using the roof as an anchor. And yeah, I had to add some more bracing, but all in all, roof is still up. I'm in one piece, and the joists are down. So now it's time to take all those nails out. All right, folks, so after taking down the last of the second floor joists for stage 2 last evening, this morning I started just trying to do some housekeeping and built this wood rack. So the pressure treated stuff here is going to be used next. So I stickered it up so it'll start drying better. And then, I'll be using it in the next couple weeks. Well, either next week, probably not, but then we're going to be out for 3 weeks. So it might be another 5 weeks before I use the joists here for this first floor over the crawl space. Other than that, we've got these 2x6s that came from the roof. The 2x8s that came from the raft. These are the joists that I just took down. And then we've got flooring from the second floor. We've got new lumber that I bought. This doesn't account for all the 2x4s. And then this is sheathing. I'm going to put sheathing up here. And then reclaims 2x4s here. And once these are gone, then I can just put other sheathing and lumber that I'm reclaiming in there. So then I've also got all of these 2x8s for the second floor joists. These are 20 footers, even though I only need 16-foot 6 or 16-foot 8 of them to span from this wall to the first I-beam that goes basically from here over the chimney. So anyway, there's a lot more lumber to come out of the house. I've got a bunch of 2x4s, new 2x4s in the front that I bought a year ago, and I'm slowly working through those. But since the second floor exterior walls are either 2x6s or 2x8s that are short, I'll be able to use a lot of reclaimed lumber. Anyway, time to head home. Thanks for watching. See you.